ladies and gentlemen, Alberta's pride. Hey, ho, hey, ha, ha, hey, this, hey, 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 whoa.
Out in Alberta where the Rockies rise, Tommy Temper streaming with fire in his eyes. From a lake house glowing in the moonlight's gleam, he's the YouTube king of the widest streams. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show. Coming to you live here from Sylvan Lake, Alberta. Right here in the central part of Alberta. Good to see you all. Thanks a lot for popping in. Even if you're just here for a short time, it doesn't matter. You're the star of the show, and we appreciate you being in the show. Come on in. Welcome. Stay for a while. Woo. We're going to have a good, great show here today. As usual.
Where the mountains meet the stream. He's dodging all the trolls like a champion dream. From Alberta's heart, he's lighting up the night. Tommy Temper's truth is his guiding light. With a wink and a grin, he's taking on the fight. Spilling all the tea in the YouTube live. From the hot tub to the Rockies, he's living it free. Tommy Temper's the streamer we all want to see. Oh,
Tommy Temper.
You're a great guy.
Thank you very much. Give myself a pat on the back. Thank you very much. Pooh Scissors first in there, looking good. We got Howard in there, Carrie, Todd. Hey, what's happening? We're gonna first of all go over what's happening in Alberta here, which I don't even have on my title. Okay, and I've got my new Alberta hat on here, which I got from the SHI exclamation mark TS store in Red Deer. So check them out there. Good stuff over there from the guys in Red Deer, the suppliers of Alberta, flags and all kind of stuff relating to Alberta independence. And my hat here says Alberta independence on it here with the Alberta logo. So I like that. It's like nondescript. We're not promoting any particular, people out there with what they're up to in case anything goes sideways. Todd, good to see you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the kind comments there. First up here today, the Canadian, what would you call them? Canadian Forever people are going strong against Alberta independence. And I came across this little meme on X today. And they're putting us down. They're trying to make us look like a bunch of hillbillies or something like that, or country hicks, or people that don't know what the hell they're doing or whatever, or that we're, like bad people, But I came up with this meme that they posted about us, which this is from Gary, guy by the name of Gary Lee, and he says Oilers proud too. So apparently he's some kind of an Oilers fan, whatever. A proud family who supports inbreeding. What? Inbreeding? What is he talking about? Would also be expected to support independence. That's a given. So look at this. He posted this one here. And what's this supposed to be? Is this a typical Albertan that supports independence? I don't know. What does it say there? Alberta will be sovereign. A. Paul's Pizza, Airdrie, Alberta Freedom Juice he's drinking. What's that tattoo? Alberta, not Canada's ATM. Well, that would be true, Alberta is not Canada's ATM, so, he would be true with that little bit there. Pipelines, not feelings. There we go. Drilling, it's got the little plate there, says drilling, and oil for life. And, I like the rip in the t-shirt there and a few oil stains, whatever. He kind of looks a bit like a biker or something like that. I like the very same mountains in the background that I have here with my flag here in the corner. Unbelievable what these forever Canadian people are doing here. And of course, the forever Canadian people are, they're not really sticking with the Alberta elections system there. And what's with Alberta elections? They're letting the forever Canadian people, Tommy Lekaizek, and his whole crew there, collect who knows what kind of funds from what kind of countries, like probably from China and Russia and all over the place. And meanwhile, the rest of the people with the Alberta independence movement are all playing by the rules, like, hey, squeaky clean, so we don't have anything to lose. But apparently Elections Alberta are letting Lekaizek do whatever he wants to do, and people with the independence movement are a little bit pissed off with that whole thing. Hey, good to see you, Dash and Grandma in there. Hey, again, Carrie in there. Good to see you. Oh, let me just get my monitor going here where I can monitor the chat a little bit better here on the stream. Hang on a half a second here where I can monitor. Unfortunately, I've got a little feedback on the audio there. No problemo. If we can have a mod, if it's not already turned on there, turn on 1 minute before you can comment, and about a 5-second delay to get rid of any spam stuff that tries to flow through here. There's your favorite sweet potato. Yeah, let's go back to that little thing there. Yeah, this is funny. I like it. It's like, even myself, people try and make fun of me. There's pictures of me with, me trying to suck a dildo and stuff like that people have manufactured and posted up there and, posted on the internet and try and make fun of me, and stuff like that, So, like, I kind of take that as being, a little badge, a badge of honor when people do stuff like that. And when people make memes like this, it's, consider it to be a badge of honor. Don't take it too seriously, but, have a chuckle. Have a chuckle because it is kind of funny, like look at on his hat there. It says, I love oil and gas. Well, look at this. I've got the sticker right here. Here, I'll put it on my hat here. How does that look? I love oil and gas. I kind of look just like that guy. Well, except for the, he's a little bit more overweight than I am. But you have to chuckle at this stuff because it is kind of fun. It is funny. Yeah, exactly, Charlie. Yeah, that thing that you made is actually being reproduced and posted over on Facebook there. Some guy got a hold of it there and is posting it on Facebook and all kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a badge of honor there, that Charlie, that you took time out of your day to go on with whatever you use there, whatever program, Draw or something like that, or Paint or something, and doctored up some kind of a print or something there. Oh, look it, this hat is not good because it's got some green on here, which flows through on my green screen, and maybe I have to fix that and use my black marker on it or something. I didn't really notice that would be happening, but anyways, yeah, these guys are trying to make fun of us there, and it's like, ha ha ha, we had a good laugh, and it was really funny, but you know what, I'm not that fat. Even though Al Munson seems to think that, I've got a fat neck here, but look at that. I'm actually losing weight. I lost about 13 pounds, I think, last, it kind of, at the bottom end, it kind of shifts up and down a little bit there, depending on, whether or not something has happened in my life, you know what I mean? But, I'm definitely losing weight. And, people go, oh, the Tommy Temper, he's fat. He's got a fat neck, Yeah, I'm like a linebacker. I'm built like a linebacker, I can definitely hold my my own if I get into some kind of an altercation with somebody. I will probably win because the other guy that's trying to fight with me is probably, like a 98-pound weakling or something like that. And just not going to work out well for for the other guy. Yeah. I could have gotten into the ring there at that wrestling match in Edmonton there, and probably taken on some of those guys there. I was probably bigger than some of those freaking wrestlers in there. Some of the lightweight ones there. Mind you, there was one guy that was, a brick shithouse built, like really big, solid guy, while him, I don't know if I could have taken on. But, just because you're big, just because you're fat, that doesn't mean that you can win in a fight. You have to know how to fight too. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I had fun with the wrestling there. Come on, you guys. When do you get to go to a real, in-person wrestling match and see the guys getting slammed down on the mat and see them punching each other and hear the noise that their fist makes and whatever. And so it was pretty good. I would like to go. I think it's on the 14th of August when they're going to have another official wrestling match at a designated location. Maybe I'll be able to go there and check that out. I know, Charlie. I see that. When am I going to go check out a house for sale? And check out the interior. Well, I might just do that. That's on my card. That's on my bingo card of things to do. So we might be looking for another rental property to purchase in Sylvan Lake. So that would be a good plan of attack, a good action there. I think that I can take a good pounding L. Oh man, I watched the Charlie O show there with Munson there last night. I think I fell asleep in the middle of it though, because it was like so I was like, as I was sleeping, you guys were like impregnating my brain with your nonsense. So that was funny though. But I appreciate the comment there. I appreciate the fact that you're actually watching my program and that you're being indoctrinated by me, so that I can watch you guys and be indoctrinated by you. And all your comments on the rest of the fervor and the fun and the stuff like that. You got RV crossing the country. He gets to Alberta, and then SW makes him wash his laundry. Oh my God, and get a haircut and probably a shower, clean up. You'd want to take a shower a little bit before you meet a new young lady in Alberta. And I don't know how long he's going to be staying there. I don't want to get on RV's bad side because, I said stuff about him and he's like, you got to walk on eggshells, when you're talking about RV. So I have to kind of watch that. For those of you just new in the chat here, of course, we're talking about a little bit of lore stuff there. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Q called the landlord saying she doesn't want you to see the house. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not up to her. If there's a buyer that's willing and able, you can't, of course, if you're a tenant trying to tell the landlord what to do, that doesn't work out well for you. You know what I mean? Like, especially her, In fact, I was going over, hang on a second here, because this brand new law in Canada just became law, and it's called Bill C-9. Bill C-9. I believe it has just passed. It has just been implemented, and it's just law in Canada. And Bill C-9 is the Combating Hate Act. It's a Canadian federal law that amends the criminal code to strengthen protections against the hate-motivated crimes, hate propaganda, and interference with access to certain community spaces. Okay, and it received royal assent on June the 18th, and its key provisions came into force on July the 18th. So the new Hate Act in Canada is now here. So guys like me, we have to watch what we say. So, I have to be nice to Q and everybody else out there, and I'm, me, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. I'm trying to be friends with everybody out there. So, I'm doing my best to, stay on top of all this stuff here. But let's see. The Act does the following. Let's go over some of the Act here so that you guys know fully well what you can and cannot do in Canada. New offenses protecting access to certain places. So it is now a crime to intimidate someone to cause fear in order to prevent them from accessing or intentionally obstructing and interfering with their lawful access to places primarily used for religious worship or by an identifiable group. These include places of worship, schools, community centers, cultural facilities, cemeteries, senior residents, and pole dances. and pole dances and similar sites used for social, cultural, sports, or educational pole dancing purposes. These are hybrid offenses with a maximum penalty of up to 10 years. Oh, imprisonment or indictment. Oh my God. So don't stop anybody from getting into those pole dances. It doesn't matter whether it's young children or adults or men dressed as women. What can we say? So don't do that. Shame on you for doing that. Leave those people alone. Let them do what they're doing, okay?
Fuck all the fucking way off.
I know. Standalone. Okay, next one is standalone hate crimes. And thanks a lot, Brett Boyle, for allowing me to use your voice. I know that, you're not involved in some of these things that I'm talking about, and we're using your voice for some of these things.
I've been preaching this shit for 20 fucking years.
I know. Okay, the next one is standalone hate crimes, okay? Committing any offense under the criminal code or another act of parliament that is motivated by hatred based on protected grounds, such as race, national or ethnic origin, language, color. I'm a white guy. Hey, don't call me like white trash, okay? Because it's now a hate crime against a guy of color, which my color is white. So be careful what you say about me, a white guy, okay? Would that not be true? Come on, I'm reading it the way it is here. Hatred based on protected grounds like religion, sex, or age. Well, I'm an old guy here, so leave us old guys alone, okay? Don't try and put us down or cause us mental or physical distress, okay? Yeah, if you have a mental or physical disability, such as some people on YouTube, wow, we can't say anything bad about them either. Holy geez, they can call us out all over the place, and but on the other hand, we can't say anything about them because, they might have a mental disorder, Yeah, so be careful, be real careful. Let's see. Sexual orientation or gender identity or expression. Holy geez, they're really covering everything. What would that mean? Would that be like if somebody identifies as a dog, that would be their expression, their gender expression, that you can't say anything disparaging about them? You have to leave them alone, let them dress up as a dog or a cat or whatever they want, and let them do what they want to do. So I might go to jail. I might just slip up, like one little slip of the tongue, and it's gonna be holy shit.
Fuck all the fucking way off.
I'm gonna be in big frickin' trouble. I don't even know what's on the soundboard here. Yeah, exactly. It's getting fucking ridiculous. You are right, Brett. I agree with you.
Fuck all the way off.
I know. It's getting ridiculous here in Canada. Really, honestly. Ayatollah of Alberta. You know, like, come on. Like, you have to agree with me here. This is just absolutely ridiculous here. But, yeah, we can't say anything. We have to, like, zip our lip. It's like I may as well be going, Queenie, that gay guy. Oh man, I can't say anything about anyone anymore. It's like everyone is protected. You're a protected whatever you are, whatever you identify as, whatever you think you are. You're like, it doesn't matter. It's like we can't say anything about you because it's going to be a hate crime, an offense in Canada. This allows clearer denunciation of the hate motivation and can result in higher maximum penalties depending on the underlying offense. So shut the fuck up already and quit trying to call me out, okay? You can't call me out anymore. You can't say anything bad about me anymore because I'm going to call the RCMP on you, okay? Because I'm Mr. Nice Guy. I never say anything disparaging or bad about anyone. It doesn't matter whether you're blue, pink, or purple. It doesn't matter whether you who you have sex with or what kind of sex you have or what kind of a sex you think you are, what gender you are, whether you're a dog, cat, or it doesn't matter. You're a nice person now. I'm not going to say anything negative about you whatsoever. You're in my good book, okay? And I'm going to be just loving, I'm just a loving person, okay? Not only do I love you, but I love oil and gas. And I also love electricity too, because I do have an electric golf cart, hey, I don't just love oil and gas, but hey, if you want an electric car, hey, buy a Tesla. By the way, Tesla stock is tanking, going down for whatever reason there. I kind of noticed that was one of the things there. Okay, what else is about this hate speech law? Statutory definition of hatred. Okay, let me define it here. Hatred is defined as an emotion. Hopefully we're not offending you emotionally because we wouldn't want to do that. An emotion of intense and extreme nature that is clearly associated with vilification and detestation. It does not include speech or expression that merely, hang on. If the speech just merely humiliates, okay. If I just humiliate you, that's okay. If I discredit you, that's okay. If I hurt you, apparently, that's not hate speech if you're hurt by what somebody says. But if I just hurt you, that's okay. Or if I offend you, that's okay. Okay, so it's got to be more than that. Let me read that again. It does not include speech or expression that merely humiliates, discredits, hurts, or offends. Okay, so, you're getting into definitions of what hate speech is here now, and that's going to be pretty hard to actually say what is actual hate speech now. But apparently, I read one story there today where Rebel News is being investigated already because they've got that van with that big banner on the whole thing, the electronic billboard van that says, these are not my words, but this is Rebel, where they said that men should not be in women's sports, and they're being investigated by the police on that billboard. So I don't know. They must have offended somebody, and somebody reported that truck to the police. So, what? You can't say that? That, hey, just because it offends somebody, well, I don't know. But anyways, that's part of it here. So I don't know about that definition of hatred. So we don't even know what hatred means now. We're basically fucked, right, Brett?
Fuck all the fucking way off.
I know. New hate propaganda. I'm going for that one because that's the first one on my button here. I've got here I got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different Brett sayings on my soundboard here now. Thanks a lot, Brett, for letting me use your audio clips on my soundboard here.
Fuck all the way off. Fuck, I hate stupid fucking people. Oh, fuck me, stupid fucking people.
I know. Well, those are the people, those stupid people. Be careful what you call people because I don't know, people might interpret it as being, oh, that offends me. That offended me that you said that. And someone's going to get a knock on the door. Where's my FBI knock? I need my FBI knock here. Holy shit. Where is it when you need it?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, I know. They're going to be knocking on my door and your door there, Brett. So be careful what you say online there now. Holy shit. We're in big trouble, or we're going to be in big trouble. Yeah. New hate propaganda offense involving symbols. Okay. Symbols. And hey, Brett, you know how you have that on your avatar? You've got that little swastika on there on your avatar along with the flag of Israel. That's a no. Listen to this one. Pay attention to this one. New hate propaganda offense involving symbols. It is now an offense to willfully promote hatred against an identifiable group by publicly displaying certain terrorism or hate symbols. These include symbols principally used by associated with listed terrorist entities under the criminal code. The Nazi, what is it there? Hakenkreuz swastika, okay. They specifically mentioned this swastika. The Nazi SS bolts, the double Sig rune, or a noose, right? A noose, you know, where you hang somebody with a noose, or symbols that closely resemble them. Okay, this adds a 5th hate propaganda offense to the previous 4. So, you cannot use the swastika. Don't do that. Stop it. You better change that avatar, man. You're going to be in big trouble because all you need is one person to call the RCMP. And, yeah, it'll be...
FBI, open up!
I need one that says RCMP open up. Maybe I'll have to make my own one there for that one. Right, Ayatollah? I agree with you.
2,000 years later.
Yeah. Oh man, who came up with this hate law? Mark Carney. That little oops, I can't call out Mark Carney. I can't call him a bad name now because if I said something about Mark Carney, yeah, it would basically be
FBI, open up!
Oh man. Mark Carney will send the FBI on me here because the RCMP, I'm friends with the RCMP. They know me by name. They say, Tommy, don't video us, you know. Please don't video us, you know. We don't want to be put in a bad light, you know, because we know that those videos go viral and you might get 500,000 views on the video or something like that. Yeah, I know. It happens.
Okay, boomer.
I know. Oh, man. Yeah. Anyways, don't use the hate symbols because they're like bad. They might throw you in jail for that. You know, how many years are you going to end up in jail for putting a swastika on your avatar? Who knows? It might be 10 years in jail, you know, something like that. I don't know. What about other related changes here? It repealed the previous good faith expression of a religious opinion defense for certain hate propaganda offenses, such as willful promotion of hatred. So, that being said, what is the context and purpose of this bill? Let's go over that. The government introduced the bill in response to reported increases in hate incidents, including anti-Semitism. We know a lot of that is happening in Canada. Islamophobia. Isn't that a made-up term? Oops. Oh, man. That might be a hate offense. Just saying that might be a made-up term. Islamophobia. I don't know, but I've heard that. Is it made up? Is it a true thing? Is it, people just make up stuff and go, oh yeah, it's just, this is what it is. And then, oh, let's put that into law and let's make that real, and meanwhile, is it real or is it not? I don't know. We're still thinking about it, but is it a hate crime to say something like that? I don't know. Like we're like in a term here, put it this way. The Tommy Temper Show will probably not last long. We'll probably be off the air tomorrow after this broadcast. Just talking about the hate crime bill is probably a hate crime. Honestly, it probably is. Oh, who's that?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, I know. They're after me. They're watching me. They're watching me like a hawk. I know it. They've got the program on at the CSIS office and the RCMP office, and the Edmonton police are probably watching me there now like a hawk. And holy shit, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone. It's like this is not gonna last long for me. It's going fast. We're going fast. Oh, man. Holy. Yeah. Never talk about the people that identify as dogs or cats or anything like that. Like, they're just normal people. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you. This is the last Tommy Temper Show. I appreciate your company. Yeah. We're not going to be lasting long on the internet here with the new hate law because, even though I'm trying to be the nicest guy on the planet, I'm still going to be getting screwed. I know that. I absolutely know that. Oh, I forgot to turn on my speech chat here thing here. Hang on. Let me get that going here.
Gender Leon 5.
Oh,
GTSY. At Kerry's Musings.
Hang on.
Christy 56,233. Jen, is that you? ABD. Gender Leon 5. At Charlie's Halio, it's just sick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me turn that off here. Okay, thanks a lot for the speech over there. Yeah, anyways, the government introduced a bill in response to reported increases in hate incidents, including anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, homophobia. You guys have actually said that, I'm racist and that I'm homophobic. I've been called homophobic. So obviously I must have said something that triggered someone out there that is a homo, I guess. People still say that. I know they used to say that back in the old days, but I must have maybe triggered somebody somewhere in some place in time to be called homophobic, because I know the chat has accused me of that, so I have to be careful what I say. So I'm not talking about that group of people anymore. That's it. No more. So quit triggering me in the chat. Don't even bring up anything about that and get me talking about that, because I don't want to be accused of being homophobic. But anyways, the government introduced a bill in response to reported increases in hate incidents, including anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, homophobia, and transphobia. Transphobia. Yeah. Well, is that like Queenie yelling and screaming about her child there, and about that kind of stuff? I don't know. I heard that stream there from Red last night there, and that was something going on about that. Whoa, that was pretty bordering on the hate lines there. But anyways, aiming to better protect communities and ensure people can safely access places of worship, schools, and community spaces without intimidation or obstruction. Yeah. Well, in Alberta here, they're actually making it so that the gay flag, can I just call it that, cannot be displayed in schools, and the teachers cannot talk about gay stuff, whatever, in schools. Stuff like that. There's a new bill that's happening in Alberta to prevent that stuff from happening. I guess it's so that my children will not be indoctrinated in schools, so that the teacher will not promote them drawing the rainbow flag on the sidewalk outside of the school during recess, or talking about you know what, this, like that happened just during that, right at the beginning of gay month. The teacher at my child's classroom said, what do they call it? Gay month. It's gay. It's a gay month. It's LGBTQ month. Hey, well, fun. Let's make sure that all the kids know about it and that kind of stuff. Yeah. But anyways, they're banning it in Alberta. So big ups to Premier Daniel Smith for banning the indoctrination in our schools in Alberta. Big on that. I don't know. Is that hate speech? Luckily they slid that in before the hate speech laws came about, so that they could actually talk about it in the legislative grounds or building there and come up with that bill. Of course, there's those of you that are going, "Oh, Tommy, you homophobe for even thinking stuff like that." Well, there you go. And be careful in my chat, too, what you guys are saying. I don't want to see some crap in there that'll get me in trouble. Or else I'll have to stop putting that on my stream. Remember, some of this stuff is coming in from the United States. A lot of these people are in the United States, so they don't have these hate speech laws in the United States, and they can get away with saying damn near anything and everything without anything happening. Meanwhile, us here in Canada, it's going to be, who's that?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, you're going to jail, you little... Oh, man. Okay, status and notes. It's now law. It's now law. Okay, it is law now. It is law. Okay, enforcement depends on the police, prosecutors, and the courts interpreting the new provisions in practice. Some civil liberty groups, like the faith organizations and others, raise concerns during the legislative process about potential impacts on free expression, religious speech, peaceful protest, and vague application. Through support, though supporters emphasize the need for clearer tools against escalating hate-motivated conduct. Official details are available, blah, blah, blah. Check out the Canadian government's website for more information on that. So, yeah, that was kind of what ended up happening there with that whole thing. It's now law. The hate speech laws are now law in Canada. You heard them. So if you hear anybody that you think is, promoting hate or talking about hate or being hateful to identifiable groups or things like that, you can now report them in Canada to the RCMP. And remember, the way it works with police, if somebody reports something, the police have to investigate. Now, I remember there was a guy that posted something on Facebook that said, Tommy, I know where you live, and I'm going to smear, COVID-19 on your door handles of your vehicle, right? A guy actually posted that, right? And I reported him to the city police in Edmonton. And do you know what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Never did hear back from the police. Nobody ever said, oh, we investigated. Nobody ever did get arrested. Nothing happened because the police didn't do anything. So just because you report something and you think that something is going to happen and that you expect that they're going to get back to you and say, oh, by the way, and we investigated this and this is what we found, they probably didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. Yeah. Exactly. A welcher. They welched out on me, right? Nothing happened. So somebody really said that they were going to do something which was going to end up causing potential death to me, because remember the COVID-19 was putting people 6 feet under apparently back in the day, and they didn't do anything about that. So. But did I actually think that somebody was going to do something like that? Well, no, because it's like one of those vague internet threats where people get on there and say they're going to do something. But if you say you're going to do something against Mark Carney or Trudeau or some public official, well, the RCMP will be banging on your door,
FBI, open up!
in no time. Like, holy shit, they'll be going, okay, what are you doing? You're talking about this. We're going to have to arrest you, take you in because you're saying stuff about somebody else's life or something like that. So, yeah, we all know that you shouldn't be doing something like that. Don't be talking about taking somebody else's life or stuff like that. That's just plain a no-no. That is like the worst of the worst hate. So don't do something like that, okay? And remember, this law came in here on the 18th, and today is the 24th, so just came in. So, you have to be careful with what you're saying. Right, Brett?
Fuck all the fucking way off.
I know.
I've been preaching this shit for 20 fucking years.
I agree with you. Me too. I know. I've been preaching, and it just doesn't work at all. It doesn't work. It hasn't been working well. Oh, yeah. What did we find out here? But yet, on the other side of the fence, those people that, are promoting what they're promoting, they can get away with whatever they want, but when you try and do something, you're just basically screwed. And I'm going to come up with this one here, which is... just check this one here out. Let me just adjust this so you can actually see the picture. This here is a wrap on the outside of a bus in Calgary. Okay, check this one out here. This is a wrap on the outside of a bus in Calgary. And some people are upset about this, like, I don't know. What do you think about that? What does that actually look like? Here, we'll give you more of a close-up on that there so that you can see it a little bit bigger. What do you think about that? What does that actually depict, Apparently that was, a wrap and apparently there's a woman that's... part of that community that came up with this whole thing. And some people are thinking that it depicts, some people doing something. But it's apparently wrestling. It's depicting people wrestling. Is it? Is that people wrestling? Are they wrestling? Is that what the depiction is? Or is that a depiction of something else? I don't know. I'm not going to say what I think that it is, because that might be construed as hate speech. And with that new hate law, I don't want to go to jail. Looks like wrestlers. Yeah, exactly. It's just a couple of wrestlers. It's not a couple of kids, doing something nefarious. So, quit thinking like that, you guys. Like, come on. Quit it already. It's just something that's just normal, and don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. But anyways, that is what do they say about that there? I realize I realize this Calgary Transit bus features a public art wrap from the 2026 Art Bus program and is supposed to be men wrestling, but come on. You seriously didn't think this could be seen as inappropriate? Come on. People are seeing it as being inappropriate. I'm not kidding. There's always, when it comes to art, it's in the person that's looking at it. It's in his imagination as what he thinks that it might be. So, I'll leave that for you to figure that one out. Here's another one here that just popped into the feed, which is coming in from X. And let's see here. Let's see what this is all. This is breaking news coming in from Grumpy Nubs, who doesn't even have an avatar picture. who obviously hates the Alberta separatists, because we're such bad people, and we've got this one here, which you can see there's an Alberta separatist. We're not a person that wants independence, but we're seppies, Alberta separatists. Is this the legendary wild herd of Alberta separatists? And it looks like people with their heads up their asses. It says they're Alberta separatists. And then you've got a couple of RCMP over on the right side there going, they're definitely Alberta separatists and must be their thinking position. Yeah, exactly. So, the lefties, I'll call them lefties because most definitely they're the elbows up, elbozos up crowd, the lefties of the side, the NDPers and the liberals are the people that don't want Alberta independence, and they come up with means like this. And, I have to look at it and going, well, I'm not even chuckling over that. Maybe you guys are laughing and going, ha, 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 that is funny. Yeah, that's exactly what they're like. Yeah, they're a bunch of dummies and whatever, that kind of bullshit. But at the end of the day, you're the guys that look bad for creating memes like that, because when I look at it, I go, are you guys retarded or what? Oops, can I say that? Oh, that might be a hate speech against an identifiable elbows up group. I don't know, but I have to be careful what I say. I usually don't say the word retarded, so excuse me for saying that. That just kind of slipped out because I'm seeing and hearing that word being used more and more as time goes on. Back in the days when you said retarded, it kind of referred to a particular group of people. But nowadays, it's not a particular group of people, but it's a mindset. It's the whole word. Maybe in the, I don't know. I should actually look it up in the dictionary now, because the dictionary definition of retarded has probably changed over the years there now to not so much encompass a particular group of people, but a mindset of people. So, yeah, we have to be thinking about that. Todd, is that? I'm thinking about bringing back the word retarded. Yeah, I know, Todd, that probably affected you mentally, actually seeing that meme, because I know that you're, independence minded, and these guys are putting you, they're making you look like you've got your head up your ass, and you're standing out there in some field, and the RCMP are actually looking at you, monitoring you, and, making it seem like you're the bad guy and you're the guy that they're watching. And meanwhile, not so much. Yeah. Anyways, interesting. Yeah, and if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, we showed this one here. So this is the other thing that the people, the so-called people on the left, the elbows up crowd, they go, yeah, we made a meme. Yeah, they're the ones that probably look like that, and they're making me seem like I'm that guy, and I am actually offended by this. So Gary Lee, I think that it's a hate crime for you to actually produce a meme like this and be hateful on me and try and make me an identifiable group, an independent-minded person in Alberta, try and, paintbrush me to look like this guy. Come on. What's the matter with you guys? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. By the way, I like his I like his hat. I like his hat. His hat looks pretty nice. Very, very nice hat. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to get one of those hats there too. That is funnier than hell. Yeah, Paul's Pizza and Airdrie there. I don't know about using Paul's Pizza for the event there, because Paul's Pizza has put up some stuff there against the LG community that they didn't like at all. But they're like part of the meme there, whatever. But yeah, what can I say? Yeah. By the way, I went to an event there last night, and it was an event that was put on, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name names at all, but I was at an event, and let me just say that it was a conservative event in Alberta. So I went to an Alberta conservative event last night, And it was at a bar, a very popular bar, very close to where I'm at here right now. That's all I'll say. And I won't name names about who it was or what it was, but there was a conservative MP there. Okay. Or sorry, not MP, MLA. So there was a conservative from the Conservative Party there that was putting it on. And I went there, and amazingly enough, I was sitting at a table that was full of a bunch of independence-minded people at this conservative event. So, you know, if you're into the independence movement, this is kind of would be interesting to you, okay? Basically, the question was put to him as an MLA, are you for or against independence? And he like, well, word salad, never answered the question. And it's like, came back again. Again, you didn't answer the question. Are you for or against independence? And it was like, well, word salad one more time. He never did say whether or not he was for or against Alberta independence. He was like skirting around the question, didn't want to answer it. And it's like he was afraid to answer it, absolutely afraid to answer it. He didn't want to answer it there because he didn't want to be, you know, brushed with that brush that would eventually get to social media or something like that, where it would come out that, oh, he's a sitting MLA and he's like pro-independence or anti-independence for that matter. So, and remember, a lot of the people in rural Alberta are pro-independence, but those people that are sitting MLAs and, even Danielle Smith, she said that she was going to campaign against Alberta independence. And, hey, I would expect that. I would expect that the premier of our province would be against independence because, she would want the status quo to remain, to Alberta to remain within Confederation, within Canada, and for us not to go anywhere. So, it's a kind of a fine line. I get it. He was also asked about the campaign, the Isaac campaign, and how they're able to skirt Elections Alberta regulations. And he didn't like that. He thought that was a bad situation. He didn't like what was going on. And, I would like to see that the Alberta government does something to Elections Alberta to enforce the regulations. If the guy's running a campaign against independence, then he should, stick with the rules and regulations of the Act of the Elections Alberta and be forced to, make public where he's getting his funding from. Where is he getting his funding from? Is he getting money from China, from the USA, from Russia? Where the hell is he getting his money from? How much money is he getting? Why does he not have to report, but every other third party has to report and be legit? So we're pissed off about that. We want some action on that. So that's one of the things that needs to happen. But overall, the other interesting thing was that most everybody that was there knew who I was when I said, I'm Tommy Temper. And they go, oh, you're Tommy Temper. Hey, Tommy Temper, good to meet you. Shake, 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 shake. There was one lady at the table, and there were probably about 10 people at the table. One lady didn't know who I was. Everybody else knew who I was. In fact, somebody showed up from the mainstream media, and I'm not going to say which organization that it was, but let's just say that I rant about that organization all the time, okay? So it's a pretty biggie in Canada, pretty big news organization in Canada. And their reporter showed up there, and, and it was kind of a little bit late. Everyone else was at the table, whatever, and things were kind of almost finishing up. And then the reporter showed up, and they said they were with, a particular news organization, mainstream media. And I said, I'm Tommy Temper. And they go, Tommy Temper? wow, I know you. I see you on social media all the time. And yeah, it's like they even knew who I was, you know. So, you know, I'm actually small on, you know, some of these platforms like YouTube. I'm actually small on YouTube, very small. You know, small on, you know, a lot of these ones that have the live stuff. But I'm pretty big on Facebook. Pretty big on Facebook. I have a, you know, and I've said this, I have over, I'd have to check here right now, but I have over 2 million views every 28 days on Facebook. So, you know, the stuff that I push out there, you know, on those little 20-second shorts and stuff like that get a lot of views. They get like 50,000 views. Like I say, the last one that I did with the, it was a little RCMP one, got over 500,000 views. I got probably 1,200 new subs or follows on Facebook, probably from that one, but I don't know. That's just within the last 28 days there. I've gotten 1,200 new followers over there. So I do get a lot of traction over on Facebook. So I have to thank Facebook for doing a good job over there. I appreciate that. And there are a lot of people that watch Facebook and watch what's going on, you know, with independence, with what's happening in Alberta, what's happening in Canada, and they like to watch and find out what the hell is going on. So I appreciate those of you that are watching over on Facebook. Thank you very much. When I do these live broadcasts, again, live broadcasts on Facebook do not give me a lot of traction, but a little 20-second video or whatever, man, they're like hotcakes, like fascist pancakes over on over on Facebook. They like go like wildfire. So yeah, you know, definitely big traction over there. So thank you very much, Facebook, for giving me some big promotion over there. I do appreciate that. Yeah, let's move over to what's happening over in Russia. Because we're, you know, this is billed out as being but maybe before I do that, let me just say that thank you very much for the Conservative Party for putting the thing on there last night. I didn't get anything free from you. Apparently there was 25% off for the meals, but I didn't buy a meal there. I did buy a glass of beer, and that's why I'm hiccuping here right now, because of that glass. It was a giant glass of beer too. Pretty big. And I'll have to say that it was a Coors, so it was an American beer. So I was drinking an American beer in the Canadian event there last night, and it was pretty good. I had to give a thumbs up for the Conservative person that showed up at the event, and that he, his feet were in the fire with my good friend Wade. Wade was there peppering him with lots of questions, and you guys probably know Wade from right here. And yeah, big ups to Wade there for holding his feet to the fire and asking those pertinent questions that we wanted answered about the Alberta government. So yeah, other than that, it was a meet and greet and stuff like that, and for me, meet and greet to a lot of people and a lot of my followers hey, unlike Q, who nobody knows except over the people that serve her coffee at Tim Hortons, and is pretty much unknown in this place here. Yeah, I have a lot of people that know who I am and that say thank you very much and whatever. Crime in America, I heard you got a strike from who for putting that information out about the open house. Not the open house, but the place for sale. The place for sale, and I might be looking at that place for sale. Going in there and checking out the rooms and stuff and like that, measuring the rooms for new carpet and stuff like that. And you know what? With the amount of smoking going on in there, holy shit! That those rooms are going to have to be repainted. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And the stench from all of that smoke, it's going to be black smoke on all the walls. You know, it's going to look like a disaster in there, no doubt. I can just imagine. Because I know I've been in houses where people are smoking, and with the amount of smoking going on there, and it's not just cigarette smoke, but it's all kind of other smoke from other stuff. It's like from some burning weeds or something like that, and sage, and then marijuana, and all the hot knife action and stuff going on there. Holy shit, it's going to be like hell warmed over there. It's going to need like about 13 coats of kills, and not just latex kills, but oil-based kills. You need that, and then the smoke is going to be bleeding through the paint there even after that. So yeah, it's going to be a hell warmed over type project over there, if I take that one over. But yeah, we're looking into it anyways, because, it might be a good deal. You never know. But, after it all it is kind of in a trailer park. It's a trailer park over there. So, I don't know who we're going to get to live in there other than more trailer park trash, But anyways, that being said, yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to be thrown under the bus, whatever, but it's, I told her tit for tat, you say something about me, I'm going to say something about you, so that's the way it goes. Yeah. Big action happening over in Russia. Russia is being hit by the Ukraine drones, and they're going up in smoke over there. Holy shit, they've got that Wildberry warehouse, and now they hit one in St. Petersburg. That's the latest one that's been hit and absolutely destroyed. And it's like, have a good Friday. And they're weeping over there because it's like their Amazon. Wildberry is the Russian Amazon over there. They call it Wildberry. And yeah, that's how they sell all their products. They've got massive warehouses over there that stock all the products. And they're actually hitting a lot of those locations all over there in Russia. And this is just another video of what's actually going on over there. It is tremendous. It is, well, not tremendous, but it's sad to see that happening, of course. But if you know anything about what's happening over there in Russia, Russia has been hammering and hammering and hammering, and they're the ones that started the war with the Ukraine. So Ukraine is simply fighting back. That's all that's happening. And yeah, we don't like it. That they're, hitting back. Anybody that starts a war, especially like that, where it is absolutely unwarranted, then, yeah, things like that happen. Oh, this one just popped in here. This is a meme with Thomas and his Forever Canada campaign that apparently is not a campaign. It's a campaign that's not a campaign, right? And our referendum here has two sets of rules: rule for me and rules for thee. And this guy here, Thomas Lakaisak, people call him Commie Tommy and stuff like that. Yeah, I just came across this meme here. Let's listen to it here.
Is this a campaign?
Absolutely not. This is our Not a Campaign headquarters. These are Not a Campaign volunteers. These are Not a Campaign calls. And those are our Not a Campaign signs.
Hey, where do you want the campaign sign?
Shh.
After careful review, we found Forever Canada is not a campaign.
What did the review involve?
Careful review.
One of the advantages of not being a campaign is you can take money from anywhere. Outside the province, even outside Canada.
Thomas, always a pleasure. Oh, don't worry about all that. I already took care of it.
That's why we like you. So to be clear, we have volunteers, signs, donations, flyers, and campaign offices. But thankfully, none of that makes us a campaign.
Wow.
Fuck all the fucking way off.
I would say that. You don't have to say it, Brett. But apparently this is not a campaign. The campaign is not a campaign. And this is what we're faced with here in Alberta, because, everybody else is going by the rules. If you're for Alberta independence, you register the campaign, you report weekly to the campaign as to how much money you're getting, where you're getting that money from over a certain amount, and all kind of things like that. And you have to put those that information in on a weekly basis. But this guy, with his not a campaign is allowed to promote staying in Canada with his Forever Canada not a campaign. And we're breaking it down just for you. This is the Temper Report, and we're basically going over this bullshit here. And hey, Brett, good to see you in the chat there. Brett, get rid of that swastika on your thing there. That's a hate symbol. Didn't you hear? You weren't in on my earlier thing. I was going over this new hate law in Canada and what constitutes a hate symbol and stuff like that. And you're not supposed to promote stuff like that. Jeez, be careful. I don't want to see you going to jail or, something happen to you. Brett, there's someone at your door.
FBI, open up!
They're going to get you. They're going to be coming for you, man. Someone's going to report you, man. Holy shit. I'm just telling you. I went over the hate speech laws, and it includes symbols, hate symbols, and the swastika is not allowed in Canada anymore. It's a hate symbol. I'm just telling you. But anyways, this Forever campaign is apparently not a campaign, and it's a piece of bullshit here that's going on. And all I can say is shame on you, Elections Alberta, for allowing this to happen. Shame on you. What the hell's the matter with you people? Are you a bunch of woke? I'm not going to say what's on my mind here right now, because you guys are going to charge me with a hate offense against an identifiable Elections Alberta group.
Is this a campaign?
Absolutely not. This is our Not a Campaign headquarters. These are Not a Campaign volunteers, these are Not a Campaign calls, and those are Not a Campaign signs.
Hey, where do you want the campaign sign? Shh. After careful review, we found Forever Canada is not a campaign.
What did the review involve?
Careful review.
One of the advantages of not being a campaign is you can take money from anywhere. Outside the province, even outside Canada.
Thomas, always a pleasure. Oh, don't worry about all that. I already took care of it.
That's why we like you. So to be clear, we have volunteers, signs, donations, flyers, and campaign offices. But thankfully, none of that makes us a campaign.
Yeah.
Is this a campaign?
Know. I don't know. I would have to disagree with that 100%. I would have to say that we're being hoodwinked by Elections Alberta. And, hey, I'll play this all day long. I'll save this. I'll play it every time I go live, because this is the truth. This is the truth. And what they're doing is unfair, absolutely unfair. And the Alberta government needs to look into not only this guy and this not a campaign, but also the Elections Alberta that are allowing this not a campaign to actually take place. And we need to have some resolution on this here, because it is absolutely unfair. Alberta government, Danielle Smith, do something about this. Get off your ass. Quit going over there and pandering to the rest of the premiers over there, and look after things within our own province here, and don't be so worried about what's happening in the rest of Canada and that bullshit there with that crappy MOU. And by the way, Danielle Smith, with that MOU, what I really don't like about the MOU is the fact that you are signing actual agreements with corporations and with companies and with the Brookfields of the world with regards to the carbon tax, with regards to the carbon credit system, with that whole thing, that if and when Alberta becomes an independent country, we need to break those contracts. So don't be signing any kind of a contract that look at what it's going to take to break the contracts that you're signing. Never sign a contract that is going to cost billions of dollars to break, okay? Because what I'm hearing is that you're involved with signing contracts with those entities and corporations that are going to cost billions of dollars to break. So if Alberta becomes independent, we don't want to have anything to do with carbon, net zero, carbon tax credits and all kind of bullshit like that, carbon capture, the billions of dollars that you want to spend on carbon capture and crap like that. Like, come on, get out of that already. We don't want that. We don't want to have anything to do with that. So don't sign any kind of contracts that are going to cost billions of dollars to get out of, okay? Don't do it. You're being hoodwinked. You're being coerced by Carney to sign shit like that, when in fact he has there's nothing concrete that any kind of a pipeline is going to be built, right? If you want to do something like that, in fact, don't do that at all. That shouldn't be part of any kind of a pipeline whatsoever. Okay, a pipeline is a pipeline, and a carbon thing is something completely different. All that's doing is lifting our hard-earned money by way of the drilling, the people that are involved in the oil sands, all of their hard work with extracting our minerals, our oil, our natural gas. What you're doing is you're just plain entering into contracts, which is raping us basically of the financial returns that are coming from that, and sending that money to Ottawa. That's all that's doing. Taxes are just sending money outside of the province. We need to keep whatever money that is being or coming our way via our natural resources within our own province, okay? Because people are crying. There's 12-hour lineups at hospitals. There's not enough teachers. There's not enough schools. There's not enough hospitals going on here, right? And you're sending our hard-earned money to Ontario, have-not province, to Quebec, who's like a have-not province because they prefer to not extract any of their natural resources. Leave them in the ground, and we'll just take Alberta oil money. Like, I've talked to people from Quebec, and the people from Quebec, when you actually talk to the person down on the ground, the actual citizen, the guy in Quebec, he says, fuck you, Alberta. We don't care about your Alberta money. Really? They don't. They don't appreciate any of the money that we send them. And they also say, we don't like your oil. We think that you have that dirty oil. The oil is dirty. We do not like that. You know, the politicians. We do not like the dirty oil, but we like the Alberta petrodollar. Send the dollar over. Send all of your dollar over here. But we don't want the dirty oil, right? You keep the dirty oil over there. Extract it. Well, in fact, we don't like the pipeline. No pipeline. It is bad. Yeah, I'm going to get it for hate speech or whatever, something like that. Oh, I know. You guys are going to call me a racist there now for doing that. Yeah, but yeah, that's what we're hearing. You know, where's my other racist thing here? Hang on. No, not that one.
Helicopter.
Oh, yeah. No, not that one. Not even that one. Not even that one. I have my soundboards are programmed different in Edmonton than they are here in Sylvan Lake. So yeah, some of my stuff here, I don't know where the hell it is even. I don't know. Is it this one?
You bloody fucking phone is fucking ringing, bastard! Listen now, you bloody phone, telephone fucking ring. Bloody hell, pick your fucking phone up, you bastard motherfucking cunt, you bloody...
I know. Okay, you're going to call me every name in the book there. That's why that's probably why I don't get to go to these big events with John Bolton when he puts those things on. It's like, I email John Bolton, John, I want to be on the telethon. Please let me on the telethon. You know, next email, John, please, here's my phone number. Give me a phone call back. I want to be on the telethon. Please let me on. You know, and, John, are you there? Yeah, crickets. Not even an email back saying, Tommy, you can't be on the telethon because I don't like you. I don't like what you do. I think that you're a bad person. You're terrible. You're bad for you're like a bad representative of the Alberta independence movement. You know, I don't even hear anything like that back. It's just, John, where are you, John? Oh my God. So, you know, I ended up not doing the telethon. You guys heard that big telethon was happening, and apparently it was great. It was great. I didn't actually have to be there because they did quite well without me. You know, they raised over $120,000, which for 12-hour telethon, it was like every major podcaster in Mexico was there, but not me, who actually podcasts from Alberta. And I was actually born in Alberta, so I'm like a born in Alberta person that has a voice here on the internet. And yeah, can I be on that podcast? Please, please, please let me be on the podcast, on the telethon. Oh man, it didn't happen. So you know, like, am I mad? Well, no, I'm not mad, but I'm pretty disappointed. I'm disappointed that it didn't happen. A lot of us step above homelessness. Yeah, good for you there, Todd. But I would love to have been on the telethon. I would love to have, you know, been able to do my rant on the telethon as to why everyone needs to, you know, get on the bandwagon with Alberta independence and how we're being taken advantage of so badly by the rest of Canada and Ottawa in particular, and the politicians and the Liberals. Holy shit. It just goes on and on. You know, I never have anything bad to say about Danielle Smith or the Conservative Party in Alberta. I think, you know, they're doing the best that they can under the circumstances, but don't sign crappy deals with Ottawa. Don't do that. Danielle Smith, don't do it. Don't. We don't want you to do that. Don't sign any kind of deals where it is, especially a contract, right? You know, you can have a memorandum of understanding. Okay, well, that's not a contract. But as soon as you're signing some kind of contract on carbon deals and carbon credits and bullshit like that, those are contracts that will cost billions of dollars to get out of. And that's my biggest concern right now with the Alberta government, is that they're going ahead, you know, we got this memorandum of understanding, but in order for it to happen, we need to sign binding contracts with corporations and that Brookfield is involved in, so that they'll make a bunch of money off of it, you know, because you know that's what Carney is actually about. And what the hell, why are Liberals so freaking stupid that they don't understand that all of these things that Carney is doing is benefiting the big Brookfield Corporation? Like, what the hell's wrong with these elbows up people? It's like, oh, elbows up, yeah, you know. And I'm even hearing Liberals. Actually, there are some smart Liberals out there, you know, the smart ones that are pissed off at Carney because he says that he's like on the climate agenda, and yet he goes, oh yeah, but we'll build a pipeline. I'm a climate activist and I believe in saving the planet, but we'll build a pipeline. So Carney is kind of leaning a little bit to the right there, I'd have to say, and he's like benefiting the corporation of Brookfield, which is spending to the right. So is Carney with the Liberals becoming more of a right-wing party, or, you know, a centrist party, and not so left-wing where it's like, yeah, we want to save the planet and we have to tax and carbon tax and, you know, bankrupt everybody and every corporation in order to save the planet? No, that's old school. That's yesterday. That's gone by. You know, the whole climate change bullshit is like by the side. You know, temperature goes up, temperature goes down, and you know what? It still gets to 20 below in Canada. Where I live here, it gets to 20 degrees below zero. The climate is not warming up all that much for me. Okay, it's still quite cold here. We're lucky to get 20 degrees in the middle of summer here, up here in Alberta. Once in a while, yeah, it might hit 30 degrees. In fact, I think, is it going up to 30 today? Speaking of that, I think it might be getting quite hot out there today. Hang on, let me just look. 27. Oh, it's going up to 27 here today. Ooh-wee! Woo! Nice. It'll be a nice day at the beach if it's 27 degrees, but it's kind of smoky out there. And it's smoky because of those forest fires, because the fires are burning up in, I don't know where the smoke is coming from today, Northwest Territories. Climate change. The climate change is causing all these forest fires all over the place. So we better carbon tax more people, maybe put more carbon tax on the fuel that we're using, make it hard for the people that are on AISH and the people that don't have much money and the people that are on welfare because they can't put fuel in their car because it's too expensive. But don't worry about that. But we'll just bring in 15-minute cities where you don't really have to go anywhere unless you've got an e-bike or something like that, and you can have everything that you need within a 15-minute walk of where you live, or a little bike ride from where you live. 15-minute city. We want you to stay home. We don't want you to go anywhere. We don't want you to own a car. So the cities in Canada now are like anti-automobile. Let's put in more bike lanes so that the 15-minute cities can flourish, and you can just sit at home on your couch, twiddle your thumbs, not go anywhere. No, don't go to the mountains. No, don't go out camping. No, don't go anywhere. Just stay at home. Stay at home, okay? Don't go anywhere. And look up at the sky and just keep saying to yourself, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. You can't make this shit up. It's like unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I think my blood pressure is starting to rise. I need my where's my blood pressure pill? Holy shit. I'm going to put on my blood pressure monitor here that I never do use to monitor what my blood pressure is here, because I think it's rising. I think it's going up. I'm feeling bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Oh, yeah. I hate dead airspace. Dash and Grandma, Edward Cam. Good to see you in there. We got Siska in there. Hey. E-bikes don't work well in the winter. Yeah. Well, you got to put studs on those tires, for the winter time or something. Oh, man. Todd, good to see you in there. Parta Bonza. Hey, I missed you on my last stream there. You came in there right at the very end. Thank you very much for everyone that's not super chatting me. I really appreciate those non super chats, Meanwhile, you got guys like Unacceptable Fringe where it's like the only chat that he ever reads are the super chats, If you don't super chat, just forget it. You're at the bottom of the barrel. So you know what? If you don't super chat me, I'm not reading any of your chat. So better super chat me. Give me one or two super chats at least. Give me a little pat on the back and say, Tommy, give me a super chat that says, Tommy Temper, we really appreciate you. You're doing a good job. And here's one to be able to buy more of those high blood pressure pills. I appreciate that. It's Brett Boyle in there with the super chat. Hey, I appreciate that. Brett.
Fuck all the fucking way off.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much there, Brett. You're a kind person that supports the Tommy Temper Show. I appreciate that. Everyone sub up to Brett Boyle there. He's one of the best out there on the internet. Appreciate that. $1 super chat to go towards my blood pressure pills. And a little pat on the back. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much there, Brett. You make me feel good. You actually make me feel like I should go live again next time. Oh, man. And I know that you're anti Alberta independence, and you said, Brett, I've heard you say that you're going to leave Alberta if Alberta becomes independent. So for you being the one that super chats me, like, wow, that's counter intuitive. But on the other side of the fence, I do appreciate that. That is really, really good. I did. I pinned it up there. My pin has a time on it there, like a time delay. So anytime I do pin something right there, that $1 super chat from Brett, there's a timer on that. And maybe I need to go into my settings here. Hang on a second. Settings, social comments. And it's set for 31 seconds. Let me boost that up to 45 seconds. Leave it on there a little bit longer. There we go. And thank you very much, Brett. I do appreciate that. You're a kind person. I know that you were pissed off at me and you said that you wanted to come to Sylvan Lake and meet up with me like Tommy Tepper. I'm going to meet up with you. You know, I got a few things to say to you and I'm going to meet up with you. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I like everyone. You know, I know you've said in the past that, you know, you'll never like me or whatever, but yeah, towards my blood pressure. That's funny, Snafu. I appreciate that. Another $2 super chat. Yeah, it's too bad that I have to say something like that to get a super chat, you know, on the chat here. Brett, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, fuck me, stupid fucking people.
I know. What's the matter with people?
Or fuck all the way off. That tells me all I need to know.
I know. It's a tough world we live in here. Oh, it's tough. Okay, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. That made my day. That made, you know, I almost have a little tear. I'm laughing so much that I'm crying with joy. As I sit here, I'm crying with joy, bringing a tear to my eye here. This is actually makes my whole broadcast here. What time is it? 11:48. I'll go on for a little bit more here. We got more happening here. We got this one here. There's nothing radical about people living in Alberta, because people here in Alberta, yeah, what's happening? We live over here in Alberta, but guess what? In Canada, unfortunately, the voting to stop people from controlling their lives is actually coming from Eastern Canada. Okay, and when the vote stops in Eastern Canada, that's it. We end up being a liberal. You know, liberals are controlling the government in Canada, and even though we're conservative over here in Alberta, you know, we have very little to say with the government because it's all liberals over there. And I can get into this whole liberal thing here, and you know, I know Brett goes, yeah, it doesn't matter, and you know, to some degrees, I do agree with you there, Brett, because does it really matter whether you vote liberal or conservative? Because we're not going to get a whole bunch of change to help us here where we live in Alberta, anyways. Because you know, change doesn't happen at the federal level because it's a federal government. And whether you're the conservative or the federal, or conservative or the liberal in the federal government, they do what the hell they want to do. They take advantage of us here in Western Canada, and that's just the way it goes. It doesn't matter whether Pierre has a seat in, you know, in Alberta. Yeah, he only did that so that he would actually have a seat in Parliament. That's the only reason that he did that. But even if Pierre Poilievre gets in, is he going to change the structure of the way things are set up with equalization? Probably not. Alberta has already voted that we don't agree with what's happening with the equalization, and nothing is being done about that. We're being ignored, and that's why people are like against equalization. We've got this one here. Can I do this? Is this considered hate speech? Is this meme considered hate speech? This is a girl that is now a guy who is an MLA in the Alberta legislative grounds, and she, I think she had a coffee cup or something that had that fascist pancake thing on it. This has to do with somebody showing up at Daniel Smith's pancake flipping thing and calling her a fascist pancake flipper or something. Yeah. So anyways, this meme is coming out there now. You know, I don't want to make fun of anybody that is transitioning or anything like that, but yeah, that's Janice. Janice. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there because of the new hate speech law and then what's happening. Let's see. What is it now? Oh, hang on. Is it illegal for Canadians to purchase American alcohol now? I don't know. Let's listen to the story here. This is Danielle Smith. This is the Premier of Alberta. Let's see what she has to say about this whole topic.
Second, no further purchases of U.S. alcohol or new VLTs will be permitted through the AGLC until further notice.
What? So we all know that Doug Ford, has stopped, buying American booze and took it off the shelf in Ontario. So is this going to happen now in Alberta? And this is like in retaliation, I think, to Trump's tariffs on Canada. You know that Trump just brought new tariffs on Canadian products. Some kind of 50% tariff on whatever various goods. I don't even know what the goods are. Haven't really come up with any info on that because I get all my info from X. But are we now in Alberta not going to be buying American booze? What? I can't have my Coors beer anymore? What? Come on. We can do better than that.
Second, no further purchases of U.S. alcohol or new VLTs will be permitted through the AGLC until further notice. We just have to drink a bit more BC wine and Alberta craft beer and spirits, and that's just fine with us.
Oh, man. But hang on. Aren't there breweries in Canada that produce Coors? Isn't Coors actually produced by a Canadian company? That Canadian company licenses Coors in Canada. So I don't think that Coors, for example, an American product, I think it will just be anything that comes across the border. If it's American booze that has to come from a distillery in the United States, will be no longer permitted to come into Alberta. So holy shit. Looks like Alberta is getting on the bandwagon with Ontario, with Doug Ford, on banning those products in Alberta here. So and also VLTs, those one-armed bandits, those kind of things there that come from the United States, which, of course, the reason that she's able to do that is because the Alberta government controls gambling and the sale of alcohol, okay? So they can say, okay, we're not buying any more American one-armed bandits or alcohol here in Canada. So, yeah, that's another thing that just happened here. I don't know if I can put this one up here. Somebody came up with this one here. This is on X, coming in here from the National Roast. And, with regards to those pancakes here, it's Aunt Janice's NDP, New Democratic Party, pancakes and waffle mix. Retard pancakes, just add fentanyl, and they're ready to go for you. Is that hate speech to put something like, I'm like worried about everything that I talk about and everything I put up here. Like, could that be considered hate speech? I don't know. But Aunt Janice is a political figure. She's in MLA in her, where is that? Norwood or somewhere like that in Edmonton. She's actually an MLA, member of the legislature for the NDP party in Edmonton, Alberta. And this is in regard to the lady coming up and saying that those are fascist pancakes. Well, NDP party has their own version of those pancakes, the retard pancakes. So there you go. There's that term retard being used again, and we're starting to see it all over the place. And it doesn't really refer to that particular group of people, but it just refers to a mindset. It's just a mindset. Let me, preface that. Okay, what's Trump talking about it here? Just in, President Trump says he confronted Canadian PM Mark Carney today over the toxic wildfire smoke at the World Cup, and he says he may charge Canada for the damages. So this just in, let's listen to Donald Trump and see what he has to say about this. He's a little bit pissed off at all that smoke. Trump, what's up?
I did, yeah, I did. How did that go? Well, it went good, but I told him, you got to stop these fires from coming in and, poisoning our air. Our air has been poisoned. I have a good relationship with Mark Carney, but, we got to stop the fires up there. If we can help them, we'll help them. But maybe they should pay us some damages or something, or we should do some tariffs. But it was terrible. I mean, you had businesses closing.
More tariffs.
In particular, Michigan. If you look at Detroit, Michigan here, they had to close everything. They had to close car plants and a lot of other things. So I've never remembered this happening. Over the last 4 or 5 years, you saw it starting to take place. I've never remembered it happening.
Yeah. Okay. So Trump is pissed off at those forest fires. They have to shut down businesses in Michigan because of those forest fires. I showed the overview, the satellite of the forest fires, and it's weird because it's like a string of forest fires. Like a line of forest fires, a whole bunch of forest fires in Ontario, a big string of them, almost as if somebody went and started those fires, almost as if that was something like that. I wonder whether or not that was, some climate activist. Usually, it's like, who started the fires? Well, it happened to be a climate activist that started them, like, is that what's going on? Is that what's happening? But anyways, Trump is pissed off. Trump is really pissed off. He's going like, yeah, we're gonna tariff those Canadians because those Canadians are sending us their smoke, and we don't like that smoke. It's kind of acrid, and they're shutting down those businesses in our states. And yeah, we're gonna have to tariff. We got to tariff those Canadians over those forest fires. I think we're gonna have to do that. Yeah. I know there's other people out there that do a better impression of Trump, but I need my Trump hair. I actually have a Trump hairpiece there that I put on when I do the Trump impression there, but I have that at my other studio there. Oh, the only hairpiece I have here that I could put on, but it's not a Trump hairpiece, but it's the blue hair hairpiece. And I know you guys have seen me with the blue hair on before. It's like, yeah, does this look like Trump? Yeah, we're gonna have to tariff. We're gonna have to tariff those Canadians there. We gotta charge them more for the softwood lumber, and we're gonna have to tariff them more for the for the aluminum and for all kind of stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. No, Trump doesn't have blue hair. Jeez, what am I doing? That was stupid. That was a stupid bit. Yeah, sorry for doing that. How many people are watching this? 27 people. Wow, we've got, I would have to say more like about 75 people when I look at all of the different platforms that we're going out on here. We do have more people watching. We have people watching on X, on Facebook. We're coming to you live on the Tommy Temper Show on YouTube. We're coming to you live on PressPad on YouTube. Local Celebrities, that we're promoting that one. Local Celebrities on YouTube. And one of these days, I'm just going to go live on Local Celebrities, and that's the only channel I'm going to be live on. So you want to definitely, when you see those little things pop up that say, sub to this channel, make sure you sub up to those other panels, because we're going to go there. Mama Red, good to see you. Good to see you in there. Also, channel reviews. We're live on channel reviews on YouTube. We're live on the Tommy Temper Show on Twitch. Live on Tommy Temper Show on X. And I've got one more slot open to go live on. And I was live on Rumble, but Rumble keeps changing their stream key, and I don't like going over to their website and grabbing a new stream key and having to copy and paste and do crap like that. I like to just press a button, and the button says live, and then the little pop-up says, do you want to go live? And then I press that, and then I'm live. So I've got this streamlined to where I just plain change my title of my stream to whatever I want, and then I just press live and go live. So I love this. It's easy, and it works out well where I don't have to fart around with a bunch of crap in order to go live all over the place. Right, Brett? You know what I mean, Brett?
Fuck all the fucking way off.
Hey, I'm trying to do my best here. Like, give me a break.
Parroting dumb shit. Now people are starting to figure it the fuck out.
I know. They are. Finally, Finally, after 20 years, you've been at this for 20 years, I hear.
Fuck all the way off.
Oh, man, I love that. Thanks a lot to Fry TV for sending me those clips of Brett, by the way, that I put on my soundboard. I didn't put them on my Edmonton soundboard, so that's why you won't hear me playing those in Edmonton yet, but I will play all of them there. Yeah, I'll have them all on my soundboard there at some point. Yeah, but that will happen a little bit later. How much later?
2,000 years later.
I know. It's going to take a while. Oh, no, I don't want that one. I get a copyright strike for playing that one, so I got to take that one off my soundboard.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, I know. What else have I got on here? Used to have some other junk on here. I don't know. This is a brand new soundboard. I don't have too many sounds on here. Mostly Brett on here.
It's irrelevant.
Brett, you're like the number one guy on my soundboard here now. Holy smokes. Watch out, or Queenie will put your bites on her soundboard there too. Yeah. Let's see. What else is going on here? Lots of stuff going on. We got in Bahrain, they're complaining about what's going on because they're getting lots of bombing and stuff like that happening from Iran. Iran is retaliating because of the war going on in the Middle East between the United States and Iran. And here you can see where there's some blowback happening because Bahrain, which is not Iran, is being they're sending drones and missiles and stuff like that from Iran to Bahrain and blowing up stuff in Bahrain. And as you can see, it's not looking good. They're not happy. And that little tidbit of news coming in there. The war is still going on. This is the whole thing here. This is where it came from. The old fascist pancake thing here. This whole thing, that's what that whole thing is all about. And by the way, she is actually my MP, member of parliament. She is my member of parliament in Ottawa, okay, for my area of Old Strathcona in Edmonton. She is my member of parliament, okay? She is with the NDP party, and all I can say to you is, oh, no, wrong button.
Fuck all the fucking way off.
That's right, because that's what I think of your... actually, it's the fascist NDP party that is the ones that are fascist, but she's the NDP. It's funny. Like I'm the most conservative person in the world, but yet provincially, I have Naheed Nenshi, who's NDP, who's the guy that was elected in my area, Old Strathcona of Edmonton, and she is with the NDP party on a federal level. So even where I live federally, I live in an NDP area, even though the whole country is governed by the frickin' liberals, And, all I can say is screw you guys with your frickin' fascist bullshit, and that you have the gall, the absolute gall, to post this meme of you with a coffee cup with that fascist pancake thing on there. So screw you, NDP. I don't want to have anything to do with you at all. All you guys want to do is you want to make Canada a communist country. You want to nationalize our cell phones, nationalize the internet, nationalize like stores like they did in New York, where they brought in government operated food stores, for God's sakes. And the NDP want to bring in national housing, like apartments. You rent the apartment and we'll subsidize the price of the apartment and we'll control all the housing and bullshit like that. Yeah, effing idiots, like I don't like the NDP party at all, but yet they're the ones that control my life, like where I live. It's like NDP stronghold, and who are the people that live there? It's all a bunch of LGBTQ enclave of people like that with mindsets like that, close to the University of Alberta, with a bunch of frickin' communists. They program the students coming out of the university with all kind of Marxist, fascist, communist propaganda. They set up a booth on White Avenue promoting communism and bullshit like that. Like, that's what these people are up to. Shame on you. Shame on you for trying to bring us back to communism here, make Canada a communist country. There's already too much communism. I'm like, let's have entrepreneurship. Let's have entrepreneurs. Let's have people that can go out there and work for themselves, you know, build decks, build houses, build drones, build widgets, build, you know, things, do things, you know, like, get out, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and become an entrepreneur. Do what you want to do. Don't oppress people and go, no, you stay at home, stay on your couch. You work for the government. Your only job you're going to have is working for the government. We'll provide a place for you to live, okay, at cheap rent, and we'll have a government food store where you can buy, not very much, but you can buy some shit there that'll keep you alive at least, but don't expect caviar or anything like that, because we're not going to be selling it. Not that I buy caviar, or I've even tried caviar. But you know what I'm getting at. You know, the shelves are going to be mostly empty except for potatoes and, a little bit of bacon. And, there's going to be a little bit of flour there for you. But not much more. Not much more because, we can't afford to stock the shelves with very much of anything because, it's costing too much. We want to keep the cost down, you know, and that's the way that we're going to do it. Is that what they're going to do? I don't know. I think that they might. Hey, but anyways, I believe in Alberta being the place where we want to be free, the land of freedom. So thank you very much, everyone, for being a part of my broadcast here today. We love every one of you. Thank you very much for the super chats that we've gotten. This show is sponsored by my super chatters. Thank you very much.
Albertans rise up.
Let's go.
The status quo. Oil sands pumping black gold. Beef on the grill so fine. Grain fields waving golden. Canola blooming in the sunshine.
No division, Brenda. Big D, good to see you. Todd, thanks for popping in. Gary, big ups to you. Casey, take care.
No more pipelines blocked. No more carbon tax chains. We're done with the feds breaking free from their reins.
Alberta freedom,
ringing loud and true. Sovereignty calling, independence coming through. No more liberalism, stealing our way of life.
That's right.
Albertans stand tall, cutting loose from the strife.
Oh, yeah. And it's smoky out there. Look it. It's smoky. Better take more of our money for climate change, okay? Look, you can't even see the North Shore over there. In fact, I can barely see the lake from here. And it's kind of a little bit orange out there today. A little bit smoky. Oh, yeah. But you have a good day, everyone. Take care.
Where the eagles soar high. We're sick of the traitors calling us traitors, that's a lie.
No, Big D, I know what's good. I know the difference between good and bad. I know the difference between right and wrong. I know the difference between being taxed into oppression and having a good life. That's what I know. Taxation is not good. Overtaxation is not good. The biggest problem that we have in Alberta is tax. And we're sick and tired of it. You're taxing the hell out of us. And you're sending all of our money to Ottawa. We're sick and tired of it. That's why the only way to go, Todd, you're right. Let's go Alberta, independence. We're moving towards totalitarianism, and we don't like it. We don't like Carney. We don't like Carney enriching Brookfield. We're sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of it. We don't want carbon tax. We don't want equalization payments that are unfair. We don't want carbon tax credits and all that bullshit.
They say it's illegal, but self-determination's all right.
Sam Hill.
Like Ukraine from the Soviets.
Carrie, good to see you.
No more sending our wealth to
Joycer, hey. Late to the show.
Our pensions rising,
Joycer. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, give us a share. I appreciate that. Let me look. How many thumbs ups have I got on this broadcast here? Come on. We can do better than that. 19? Come on. Make it 20. Let the party start. And it's a weekend. Hey everyone, Friday. Make sure you have some fun this weekend, okay? Grab yourself a bottle of pop or something and pop that lid. Suck it back. Have some fun. Do whatever you do to have fun. Go somewhere. Get off your couch. Do something. That's what I'm going to do. Right after the broadcast here, I'm going to get out on my golf cart and go for a ride. And I've got a big, beautiful blue flag flying on the back of my golf cart wherever I go. And people give me a thumbs up. People say hi. People go, Tommy, good to see you. Love the flag. Good to see you out having fun. Appreciate all of our support that we get out there with the big, blue, beautiful flag.
Freedom for our families with the rifle in hand.
Alberta freedom.
Let the anthems roll. We're building our nation.
Bom, 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 bom. Forevermore. By the way, I wrote the words to this song, and I want to make a video where I'm actually singing this song. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. Look forward to that. Otherwise, thank you very much for being with us here today. Enjoyed it. I'm going to do more of these morning type broadcasts here. So look forward to that. Tell your friends about it. Get us more subs and more people watching. Appreciate your company. Thank you very much. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.